Okay, zombie hunters, today we're going to be reviewing Diana's K98. It's a blend of old school versus new school cool, and we're going to be putting it through its paces in the zombie hunt. Okay, so let's get going. Let's have a first look at this rifle. So this particular one that we've got here, up. I'm just not walking Fred there. Are you okay, Fred? Close one. Okay, yes, don't worry, he's tame. Anyway, back to the K98. Yeah, so this particular rifle here is a PCP air rifle based on the Mauser K98. And if we just put that puppy there for a minute. And for those of you who are not familiar with the K98, I've got a pucker one here. Okay, so this is the legendary rifle itself, okay, used by the Germans in World War II, and got a reputation pretty much as the best bolt action rifle ever made. It stands the test of time. First off, when you hold them side by side, I can tell you for shit sure that's a lot heavier. Yeah. This has still got a good weight to it, but yep, the original K98 is a damn sight heavier, as you'd probably expect. So one thing that's quite nice is that they have tried to retain the basic design features of the original iron sights, as you'll see there. They are pretty heavy to do that for too long. But yeah, so you'll see on the original K98 the shrouded front sight and adjustable rear sight, and that stays true, albeit very much designed to a budget with the PCP version. Still got a shrouded front sight and adjustable rear sight. So comparing both rifles in the rack, you'll see the PCP stacks up pretty well. Not bad at all. Some other nice touches on the rifle. You'll see it's actually branded Mauser along the barrel, and it's also branded Mauser on the air gauge. Let's just move my coffee out of the way. We'll have a swig of this. Can't beat a good coffee, can you? Incidentally, we've got great tasting coffee guaranteed to wake the working dead. Anyway, I digress. So another nice feature, as I'm sure Walking Fred will agree here, is the ability to attach a genuine or replica sling, as I've got here. It's pretty functional too, and can come in really handy. What do you say, Fred? He's the silent type. Okay, so a key area where the PCP outdoes and outshines the original is the original K98K. Took a 5 cartridge magazine into its underbelly. So the PCP can accommodate a 12 shot magazine, which has a real nice smooth action. So it's a 12 shot for the 177 format. If you're after the 2.2, then that's a 10 shot magazine that it takes. So obviously the Dana is built to a budget, and it's not bad value for money actually. You can pick one of these up in the UK for about 420 quid, which is damn good in my opinion. Now a couple of things to point out where I think there's a little bit of a missed opportunity on the rifle, and it's really to do with the front end here. Okay, and I'll use the original to point out these nitpicking shortcomings in my mind, which would be a nice feature. The first of which is what's nice here on the original is they've actually got a cleaning rod. Yeah, and what used to happen back in the day, the soldiers would come together, teamwork in action, join a couple of these rods together, and then they've got a rod long enough to clean their rifle. So add in the cleaning rod would have been a nice little touch. And if you compare the two, it's just straight away, it's an obvious thing that stands out in my mind. So a missed opportunity in my mind in the world of zombie hunting is the inability on the PCP to add a bayonet like you can on the original. For zombie hunting, when you're out of bullets and the horde is upon you, a bayonet can be extremely useful and make the difference between life and death. Then again, on a serious note, walking around with a bayonet on top of your PCP could be a recipe for disaster. For shooting in our zombie hunt, I prefer the single rail setup using the open iron sights for the extra challenge. But you can guarantee, equipped with a period looking scope and the 12-shot magazine, it starts to transform the gun, and it's a different kind of fun. Right then, Walking Fred, there's some zombies coming, they're taking over the world, they ain't as friendly as you, mate. So let's put this puppy to the test and see how well it shoots. Okay, in our last video, we took out the zombie leader with a crossbow. So in this video, we thought it would only be fitting if we took out the Zombie Apprentice with a K98. Stay tuned for an exciting episode of Apprentice, You're Fired. Okay, so putting the K98 to the test. As I said, we've got the single rail setup loaded in here, and we're using the iron sights. Let's have a go and see if we can fire this Zombie Apprentice. Okay, so folks, it's a manual safety. So click off the safety, breathe out. Okay, some key points to note with the manual safety. Okay, what I've found is if you push it too far the one way, it won't activate. So, and similarly, obviously, when it's off or when the safety's on, obviously it won't activate. But if you try and push it too far across to the off position, again, it won't activate. So there's almost a sweet spot in the middle. Very smooth bolt action. So if you can hear the sound of bells in the background, that's the church opposite. They help us ring in the bells from time to time to attract more zombies ready for us to shoot. The zombies are drawn to the sound of church bells. So if you want to bring your horde together, there's nothing like a load of church bells to do it. Okay, let's have a look and see if we managed to fire that Apprentice good and proper. Okay, so we're shooting a little low here. Not a bad kind of grouping, but just needs a little bit of adjustment on that sight to bring the shot up a bit. So let's see how it copes at 10 meters, shooting down some steel zombies. Okay, so we're out of there. The cylinder here, incidentally, typically lasts anywhere between sort of 30 and 40 shots. So let's get it pumped back up and continue the hunt. Okay, after that little workout, we're back in action. So let's try it out on an exploding target. So there you have it, folks. It's Diana's take on the classic Mauser K98 PCP rifle. What's not to like? Talking of likes, if you can drop a like on the video, that'll be much appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe, because we've got more zombie hunting coming up, taking out a lot more of the infected. Before we go, don't forget the 3 rules of zombie hunt. That's stay safe, shoot safe, and be safe.